Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. So, we are now on the good timeline. What are we going to do about the bad timeline? We're probably going to come back to it. Whether or not we do it on the same difficulty level, I don't know. We might just stick it down to easy and see what the story differences are, depending on how different we think the individual missions are going to be and how much we want to do that. But our plan for just now is we're going to finish the campaign on this save, so on the good ending, I guess you could say. And I'm going to call it the good ending because it's the one where you actually succeed in all the missions, so I assume that's the way they've set it up in the game. If you succeed in the missions, you get the better ending, in theory. It's the longer ending, so anyway. We have a lot to do. We have a few support conversations to do between us, Raphael, Marianne, and Leonie. I don't know actually who needs conversations with who. We also have 2 new units to look at, and we're going to do that now. Well, right after this, we also have facilities, and we have everybody to speak to. So it's going to be a lot of talk in this episode. So, let's go unit information and have a look at our 2 new units. 2 new units? Yes. No, 3 new units. We also have Yuri. I knew there was somebody I was missing. So, Yuri comes in with a special item, the Fetters of Dromi. I'm interested to see what this does in this game, because in 3 houses it was kind of a teleport. So, I'm not sure how they're going to transfer that over, because we kind of have a teleport. What else does he have? Unique ability. Press the unique ability button to create an orb of wind that draws in enemies, then explodes. Oh, okay. Has a long cooldown time. Restores the awakening gauge with each successful perfect dodge. I mean, I'm liking it so far, because I don't ever block, so dodge is good. When ordered to defend, increases damage dealt to enemies by 30%. Honestly, sound perfect. So he gets lock touch and a bunch of things. These are from his classes though. Lucky 7, I think this is one of his ones actually. Oh, Trickster actually, I just noticed at the top left is his class. So this is his class as well. Okay, so lock touch allows the unit to open a chest without a key. That's actually quite useful. And it's something that we might like to bring along if we're thinking it's going to be too difficult to get a chest and get a good ranking. That could be pretty good. Pass makes it easier to perform perfect guards. Not interested, but what's interesting is I think Pass was something that worked with Fetters of Dromi. Ah, no, I remember what it did in 3 houses. So he had the Pass ability to swap places with someone else, and then Fetters of Dromi allowed him to continue his movement after that. I think that's how it worked. It's been a while. Lucky 7 temporarily increases one of the following stats when an enemy commander is defeated. So that means that in end of battle, he should be incredible. Now, this doesn't say when he defeats an enemy commander. This is when an enemy commander is defeated. So for long missions, he's looking fantastic right now. He's very good when you're controlling him. He's able to defend locations, which is kind of what you want to do when you're not controlling. So I'm liking him so far. Axebuster level 4 increases damage to them by 95%. Good. And then he also has his Crest of Auburn. 20% chance to land a critical hit with strong attacks. Nice. Okay. Now, of course, the critical hits are less good than they might be because Apex abilities don't work, but, you know, it's still good. Let me just head into his class actions for a second here. Oh, Trickster can also use magic. That's kind of cool. Using magic doesn't seem quite as strong in this game as it was in 3 houses. So, in 3 houses, you could access a lot more of your combat arts and magic, like, at a time. In this one, it's kind of just like, yeah, you can use magic, but it has to take one of your combat arts, so they're effectively the same thing. It might be useful, I guess, maybe against an armored opponent. Maybe magic always hits against a res, so if you're against an armored opponent, maybe you use magic. I don't know. Also gives you an element, which is occasionally useful. Okay, so he has the assassin class dash. Fair enough. Fair enough. Unless this is the master class at the end of Assassin. Let me go and have a look at that, actually. That's something that we can very easily test. That might explain, yeah, that might explain it if it's the master class at the end. Training instructor. Give me your knowledge.
Training can be the difference between victory and
I want to
defeat.
have a look at Yuri. Ah, yes. So Trickster is the one that's an upgrade from Assassin. So it's also his class, I believe, in 3 houses that was introduced with that DLC, but everybody has access to it in this one.
Can't
Okay,
wait to
cool.
see how you
I
do.
think that's how it worked anyway. Right, let's head back to our unit information. We have some other people to look at. Oh, actually, before we do that, we also have his profile. So he leaves Abyss, leads his underlings in various covert operations across the lands, hired by Flesh, an associate of House Burgleys, fights in the ambush of on the Federation King, and persuaded to become a general for the Federation army. Interesting. So, yeah, it definitely sounds like he goes in a different path than the other three from the Ashen Wolves. So he is probably in the Imperial path, if I had to guess, normally. Like, he'll be the early one you get, like Balthus is the early one you get in this route. That would make sense. Right, next up we have Alpex. Wait, that's me. Yes, we have our main character from Three Houses. So we start with this sword. Very strong. Okay, like it. I wonder if there's a way of gaining the sword from Three Houses, Sword of the Creator. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess maybe if you're on the Kingdom route it would make some sense, but because that's where the Church of Saros goes, but I guess it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to have it in this one. Maybe that's why they gave him a new sword. So he also gets Geralt's Mercenaries, which is a better battalion. Divine Pulse. Press ZR to stop time. A follow-up attack will trigger when time restarts, based on the damage dealt during the stoppage, has a long cooldown time. Interesting. So instead of having it be a class that like rolls back everything, because that would kind of mess things up in this game, it's instead just stops time. That's kind of cool. Increases damage while awakened. Whatever. Awaken is pretty strong no matter what, so this kind of is like, it's even stronger. Okay, sure. Unfeeling Blade. Increases damage dealt to enemies by 30%. Okay, he also gets terrain resistance from his class, and Crest of Flames. 20% chance to recover own HP when landing a strong attack. That's not bad. That's definitely a strong class. So let's see what this looks like. Yeah, so everybody else sits still, you attack for a little bit, and then when it ends, it does seem to last for a while. It just unleashes all the damage at once. Cool. Class abilities. He again has a class that can do magic. Now this one is exclusive to the Ashen Demon, as it says on the left hand side. So this is equivalent to the post-time skip class from Three Houses. So what's this? Oh, I see. Just imbues you with fire magic and also does a little AoE burst. Press X during a strong attack to imbue your weapon with the element of that strong attack. Cool. I like it. Profile. Works as a member of Geralt's Mercenaries, fights in the ambush on the Federation King, is persuaded to join the Federation army with his father Geralt. No information before that. Cool. And then we have Geralt. Now, Geralt is a Holy Knight. Okay. So I think that's a class that Leone and Lorenz are set up towards right now, although Lorenz is going the dark magic route. Anyway. Blade Breaker. Hold the button when performing strong attacks to slightly increase damage, guard break, and explode enemies sent flying. When the battalion is deployed, slightly reduces knockback from enemies if the battalion is effective against, and then it's good at sieging. Okay. He can also do white magic in his class, and he has the Crest of Saros, which is 50% chance to increase the damage dealt by combat arts. Cool. He doesn't have anything too flashy compared to the other two we were looking at there. Yeah, so that's fine. So you just hold down the button and it does a extra thing. Similar to Hilda's, in a way, I guess. Right, profile. Active as a mercenary and leader of Geralt's Mercenaries, fights in the ambush on the Federation King, is persuaded to join the Federation army. Alright, awesome. So now we've had a look at them. We need to figure out what to do next. I guess we should probably do the supports first, and then do a little circle around the map. That makes the most sense to me. So, let's start with Shez and Leone, our A-level support, which is unlocked because we now have Geralt. Cool.
Oh, it's the captain. Yeah, handle it any way you want. This should be an easy job for you.
I'll report back when it's done.
Sounds good. We're gonna take care of some other matters in the meantime.
Why are you making that noise, Leonie? You got an upset stomach or something?
No, I don't. You know how the captain and his mercenaries joined forces with us?
Yeah, I'm so glad you get to fight with him again. Oh, wait. This is the first time you two are actually fighting together, right?
Yep. I haven't seen him since we parted ways when I was a kid. I've never been in a battle with him or anything. So, yeah, I'm happy, but... Ugh, I can't take it!
Is this about Alpex? So I'm assuming she's jealous of them for, you know, being his actual child rather than what Leonie wants to be?
Wait a minute, is this about his kid?
Yeah. Though we're practically the same age. But only one of us has the captain's full confidence and a cool nickname. We're both mercenaries for crying out loud, and I was the captain's first apprentice.
But you're not family. You can bet that Gerald would have trained any child of his from birth. A whole lot longer than you.
Ugh, you have a point there.
And if you want to talk about age, Alois has been with him since their night days. Which means it's likely that he was actually Gerald's first apprentice, right?
Hey, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
In any case, it's kind of a given you wouldn't be on the same level. I mean, they haven't just studied under Gerald, they've had years of on-the-job training with him. Plus, you don't have any weird powers.
You mean like you do?
Yeah, but our powers are completely different. To be honest, I want to best the Ashen Demon too. I've been striving to do that this whole time, but still haven't managed to pull it off.
Is that right? You know, even if we teamed up, I'm not so sure we'd win.
I don't know about that. With the two of us together, I think we might actually have a shot at it. In fact, I think my money would be on us. Want to set up a challenge sometime and see what happens?
I'm all for it. After all, the captain has a saying. Better to fight dirty and win than play fair and lose.
Yeah, that sounds like Gerald. Well, for a mercenary, all that matters is the outcome.
Exactly. You know, I'm really glad you're here.
Same goes for you, Leonie. Now let's stay sharp and show the Ashen Demon up our own way.
Cool. Okay. So just a little bit of jealousy. Very similar to our Three Houses conversation. So, let's have a chat between Raphael and Marianne.
Hey there, Marianne. What's up?
I can't get this poor thing to return to the stable. When I asked what was wrong, she said her stomach is in such terrible pain that she can't even take a step.
Yeah, that sounds like a real pickle.
If we could get her back to the stable, I could examine her and provide medication. But...
Step aside, Marianne. It's Raphael's time to shine. I'll get your horsey back to the stable in no time.
Yes, but, how exactly?
Easy. I'll get her onto that cart over there and push her back home.
But I highly doubt she'll be willing to get into the cart given her current state.
Ah, it's fine. Just leave it to me.
Okay.
Good horsey. Good horsey. Just like that. See? It's not such a bad cart. And here we go. Yeah!
And...
Thank you very much, Raphael. I gave her medicine, so she should feel much better soon.
Hey, all's well that ends well.
It seems she wants to thank you as well.
No, you don't need to be thanking me, horsey. I'm just glad you're feeling better.
I hope this isn't rude, but I still can't believe you were able to lift a horse with your bare hands.
Ha! Your little horsey there was just the right size to wake up my sleepy muscles. So, what was wrong with her tummy anyway?
I fear she made a snack of some rotten fruit.
Oof, that's rough.
She's always been a bit of a glutton, I'm afraid. Still, I'm surprised she went so far as to eat something she found by the side of the road.
Oh no. Raphael, did you also eat it?
Ah, She was just hungry and eating what was around. Trust me, I know the feeling. I've eaten a lot of weird stuff before.
Like what?
I don't know. Old hard stuff, fuzzy green stuff. Think I ate some long wriggly stuff once.
Goodness me. And you weren't sick even after eating all of those bizarre things?
Nope. Oh, but for the record, I only eat weird stuff when I'm really hungry.
I wish this poor horse had a stomach like yours.
Hey, if you want a strong stomach, all you gotta do is whip those gut muscles into shape. First you do 1,000 crunches, give or take. Then you wolf down as much meat as you can handle. Do that, and you'll have an iron stomach in no time. Give it a few days, and you won't even notice when you eat the weird stuff.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that's a proper training regimen for a horse.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, that's right. Horses don't eat meat.
But I'm sure she still very much appreciates your desire to help Raphael.
Oh, what'd she say now?
Yes, I see. Apparently she's feeling much better and wants to go for a run in a large open field.
See? She does want to work out. Come on, Marianne. The three of us are going running. 50 wind sprints around the field. Let's go!
Wait, I have to run wind sprints?
Ah, dear. Oh, dear. I also love that instead of animating a horse, they just showed us a picture of a horse. I love it. Right, let's expand our facility first, because it's going to bug me, and then we'll come back.
Allow me to assist with
Right,
any
Tactics
matters regarding the
Academy.
facilities.
We have enough for this one. So tactical thinking, might as well grab it. And then we have one of these next ones. No, we don't have any lavish building material. Okay, cool. In fact, we do need to go and upgrade at that as well. I know we're kind of getting distracted from our main goals, but let's head over here and do that anyway. So, Tactics Instructor, we have a lot that we're going to have to spend here.
My instruction comes at a high price.
So, group session. And we just group session anyone who doesn't have anything right now. Just going to be a lot of people. There we go. We are out of money. Yeah. There goes our money. And I have enough for this one. I don't have enough for this one. I need another 5,000. Well, our money's gone.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
You might say it's a bad idea to upgrade everybody, given that we can only have a party of 8. But, you know, if we don't upgrade everybody, then, you know, how can I mix and match as I want to? I know. It's a little bit far, but let's go. Right, Arval. Let's start with you. What must we do to attain victory over such a fierce opponent? I speak of your next goal. I wish to be of as much use to you as I can, seeing as we're partners in destiny. Strength alone will be insufficient. We must be clever as well. Fair enough. Not a lot to say, not judgy. Okay, hello. I've never had the opportunity to visit the kingdom before. What a novel experience. It's not as though we're honored guests, however, so I can't spend my time doing crest research. You haven't changed at all.
Meh.
You haven't changed one bit. Have you gotten any results?
Let's see.
A ridiculous question. I don't do research to get results. All this talking has worn me out. Good night. Alright, see you later. He's just resting before the red route that we haven't done yet. Okay, head in here. And into the next place. Where again there is nothing. But that's okay. Worth checking anyway. I'll grab this person while we're here.
Good to see you.
Far south of here is the Galatea territory. It lies on the western side of the Valley of Torment. House Galatea used to be part of House Daphnel, but they split off and joined the kingdom. So some would say it's well within the Federation's right to take that territory back. I believe that is the house that Ingrid is in, from memory.
Do you have a minute?
Apparently a band of thieves used to terrorize this area, and their leader was none other than one of Margrave Gaudier's sons. I bet he ran away from home because he was born without a crest. Okay. Major point in 3 houses. I assume will be a major point in the kingdom route, but, you know, not worth worrying about for us, really. So this is the kingdom. Or wait, maybe it's not? I spent all my time inside, so I can't tell the difference. Yeah, we'll confirm there's a difference. Oh, we're definitely in a different place. You seriously can't tell?
All right.
Well, now that you mention it, I guess it is super cold. Fair enough. Hello.
Have you need of me?
I came to deliver a message from the Western Front. The kingdom is on high alert in every territory. You cannot underestimate them. I'll be praying for your success. That's kind of cool. We got an Imperial troops here as well. Kind of makes you feel like there is more of an alliance here. Even though there is no alliance, it's a federation. But anyway.
Doing all right.
I gotta ask, what's with the getup? It's very funny. I mean, it would probably be better if it wasn't green. Like the one in black on the right hand side looks really reasonable. Green is just very funny. I'm Nadir's retainer, which is why I've been dragged all the way out here. Well, at least we speak the same language, even if it's only used in the very westernmost parts of Elmira. Figured we were able to understand each other. I never expected the language to be exactly the same, no accents even. Though I hear Nadir learned this language a whole nother way. So there's no accent difference between the two sides, like between Western Elmira and Fódlan. That's interesting. That leads you to think about things in terms of how everything happened, but anyway. Have the stables moved? I think they have. There didn't used to be a big stables here.
Did you know?
I stopped by my home before we left, but I hardly said a word to my adoptive father. He was too busy preparing the ships and securing supplies for us.
It's for the best. You don't really get along with him, right? Then it's probably for the best.
Yes, I thought I would feel that way too. But for some reason I did feel a little sad leaving without barely speaking to him.
Well...
It's very odd. Perhaps the distance has made me think more fondly upon him.
Oh, well, that's nice. We still have that Merc whistle as well. We need to decide what we're doing with it. I think Balthus is still the obvious choice, but we'll see.
It's you.
Claude asked me to watch out for when the Shreng army makes their move. It's honestly hard to get a good read on them, but they'll know the kingdom's in a bind, so it's likely they'll march south to attack. But Margrave Gaudet set up a powerful defense in the north. I doubt they'd make it to the capital. Why would Shreng invade?
Let's see.
Why are the clans from Shreng so intent on invading the kingdom?
Right.
Pillaging, plain and simple. Most of the Shreng region is covered in ice and terrible for farming, and they can't really trade when their ports freeze over. So they have no choice but to steal from places that aren't frozen solid. Gautier will have to deal with any attacks from Shreng, making it easier for us to invade. You would think that the kingdom would be... Well, I guess there's no benefit for the king. I was thinking like, oh, the kingdom would take that as an opportunity. They get some land, Shreng gets some access to some food, and everything works out well. But then I was like, but the land is all just like an ice wasteland. Why would they want it? I guess that's where it falls down. Hello, gatekeeper.
Greetings, friend. Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. This encampment is like our home during this expedition. I'll be sure to keep it safe so you can fight without any worries. I wonder if there's going to be an XCOM style thing. Well, minor spoilers for XCOM 1, which must be like 10 years old at this point. But there's like a moment where you have to defend your base. I was just wondering, because he's saying it's like a home, I'll defend it. You could definitely see that a situation where like they just throw you into a base defense and you have to jump between the different characters. It would be a very different style, but, you know, it could be cool. They're probably not going to do that. I suspect everything's going to be level-based exactly as we've seen it so far, but, you know, it could be cool.
Got a sec?
Hey, Shez, let me introduce you. This is Gerald, my captain.
Whoa.
We've seen each other plenty on the battlefield. No need for introductions. I know, but that doesn't count. Besides, I want everyone to know you're my captain.
Unbelievable.
Then you should have done that on the journey over, instead of sleeping the whole time. And you were just a kid when I taught you the basics of being a mercenary. I was just humoring you back then to kill time. I don't remember taking you on as my apprentice.
Oh.
How can you say something so harsh after changing my life?
Are you trying to make me cry because I'm on the verge of tears here? Come on, don't get all worked up. Okay, you're my first and greatest apprentice. Happy now? That is actually pretty funny. He is just like, oh, I was only there for a week. She's just latched on.
What's going on?
Whoa, now hold your horses. We're not the bad sort of thieves. In fact, we're scarcely even pickpockets. We're putting in an honest day's work, truly. Your ship was never attacked by pirates on the way here, right? That's all because of us. We're practically mercenaries. Oh, well, thanks for letting me know, random stranger.
Let's think about that.
It's so exciting we got to travel by ship to one of the kingdom's ports. I only wish this were an educational excursion. Oh, my apologies. That just sort of slipped out.
I see.
We are already in enemy territory. We must be vigilant as we proceed. Cool. Hello, Federation General.
How can I help you?
We're on the eastern edge of Fódlan's territory, right? So if we head west, we'll reach the capital. And then straight east of here is an island. Did you notice it on the way over? It's humongous. Rumor has it that some pirates buried treasure there long ago. Buried treasure? Okay. Oh, Supply Master?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any
I
army.
thought so. Nice.
Everything has its use.
Did we pick up any more Umbral steel in that last mission? I think we only got 2, right?
Need something?
We got new weapons to forge apparently, but that's not something we need to worry about. Just get them off the list. We want to go to Unleash Effects. Yeah, we got 2. Okay, what's Earth Shrinker? Grants cavalry mobility to any unit. Yes, so that's what it did in 3 houses. I don't know what cavalry mobility is, if I'm honest with you, but I suppose I probably should. Or maybe it means you can just go that quickly in this game. That's probably what it means. Yeah, that would make sense. Hello, Petra.
Please be listening. I must be telling you.
Almiran ships are being very different from Bridget ships. I am surprised. Eastern ships are not coming to Bridget. Maybe because it is hard to cross the ocean. Offer a counter-argument.
Let's see.
It's probably not profitable enough for them to go there. Bridge is pretty far from Almira.
Yes.
That is true. Ships are fast, but it would be taking much time to go around Fódlan. Cool. We've been here, spent a lot of money. Hello.
Impressive.
It was quite shocking to learn that Almira possesses such formidable ships. I thought our technology was much more advanced than theirs, but that does not appear to be the case at all. I agree with them. Yeah, some people talk about Almirans like they're bloodthirsty monsters, but that's clearly wrong.
Oh.
Indeed, I must admit that was a misguided prejudice on our part. Perhaps we ought to pay more attention to what is happening outside of Fódlan.
I see.
I am certain there is much we could learn from them. Cool. Hello.
I've been waiting.
Achoo! Oh, hey, Commander. Sorry, I got the sniffles. Me and the cold just don't get along. Oh, well. Poor thing. Hey, Aloise. It's strange to be chatting with a former enemy. I'm curious to see what the Alliance will order us to do. Not the Alliance, it's the Federation. Get with the times. Oh, right, they're not an Alliance anymore. What are you calling yourselves now? The Federation? What? Were you all fed up with being called an Alliance? Oh, good to have you around.
How may I help you?
I heard that the current Duke Fraldarius is quite an accomplished swordsman for his age. Ah. Well, I guess that doesn't bode well for the former Duke Fraldarius, who is probably dead, I would guess. And the previous Duke is still hale as well. He was a famous commander in his day. Oh no, the previous one's there. They just gave it up similar to Lorenz. I guess they're trying to push more of the characters into positions of power for their story. That makes sense. We'll be in serious trouble if we have to face both of them on the battlefield. Okay. Nobody's in here, but we do have a book. Torn pages of a story. Epilogue. The self-proclaimed king takes a small whistle from the leather satchel on his waist and blows into it sharply. A large, dark shadow appears in the night sky, and a wyvern descends to the man's side. he says to the young girl watching. Get on if you wish, the choice is yours. Without hesitation, the girl approaches the wyvern. The man who says he is the king's vassal speaks to her. You are the daughter of a lord, are you not? You must surely want for nothing back at your home. Would you throw that all away for a flight of fancy with our king? The girl smiles and answers the king's vassal. If he can promise to show me something new, I would happily throw it all away. It may be foolish, but it is my foolishness, and surely one can only find true freedom by abandoning themselves to their own whims. It seems to be a fantasy story based on a real person. The first half is missing, so it's hard to understand what's happening. Okay, interesting. So the self-proclaimed king summons a wyvern, and he takes the daughter of the lord on a trip. I'm wondering whether that's going to link into anything later. Maybe. Alright. You want... I'm going to just teleport over somewhere because we need to do something anyway. We're going to teleport to Arval. Right. Arval. What if she is the princess? Right? If she's the princess, we could say that the self-proclaimed king is Nemesis, the king of liberation. And she's looking for something new, right? This leads her to be on the opposite side from Sothis in the wars, and Sothis and Zeros, which would then lead to their animosity. Like that would explain some things. It would also potentially link her into like an end game for this story, because if Nemesis ends up being around in the end game, you know, you got some more stuff going on. There's some connection there. We haven't heard anything about this yet, but it's just a theory. Right. Head over here.
Hello. Let's see.
I guess it's too late to turn back now. At least we won't have to worry about any invasions from Elmira while we're gone. That's right.
Let's see.
Yeah. Well, we haven't officially negotiated a ceasefire with them, but it should be fine as long as Nadir is with us. Actually, couldn't we ask Nadir to broker an official ceasefire? I mean, it sounds like he can get the king to sign anything when he's half asleep. Okay. Interesting idea. Also, the strongest enemy we've faced, a small tree. Hey, Happy.
Yeah.
Ugh, I can't believe I let you drag me all the way to the kingdom. What's wrong?
Huh?
Do you not like the kingdom or something? It's not really the kingdom itself. More like my bad memories here. Don't worry about it though. I'm still gonna fight. I don't know much about this justice junk, but at least everyone in this army treats me nicely. Oh, well, good. Good. Moving on. Hello.
So, yeah.
My grandpa used to be a merchant, and he had all sorts of adventures while traveling around. Once he tried getting all the way to the northern reaches of the kingdom. Why did he do it?
Huh?
Why would he do that?
Oh, man.
That's what I asked. We just got mad and started yelling about how you don't need a reason to go on an adventure. Anyway, eventually went so far north it got too cold for him. Just when he decided to turn back, he met up with some folks from Strang. Except they couldn't understand each other, so they got into a fight. My grandpa managed to steal one of their furs and made a break for it. Wait, is it my grandpa's fault that Fargus and Strang don't get along? It could be. That would be funny. Oh, hello there. This is very odd. This is very, very odd.
Hey.
You look puzzled. Is something wrong?
No.
I just feel strange. Everyone's been much more welcoming than I thought they'd be. No one's all that terrified of me. Oh. Okay then. Doesn't really say much. Ha! That Nadir guy's a hoot. I like him. I was thinking he had to be some kind of oddball to do that whole brotherhood thing with Holst. And I was right, the guy's something else. Acts like he's half his age, too. Cool. We've got the Balthus seal of approval for our new ally. Always good to have. Surprised he doesn't owe him money. We landed a while ago, but I still feel dizzy.
Oh.
People say large ships don't rock as much, so you won't get seasick, but that's obviously untrue. Yeah, let's agree. Yeah, it was swaying a lot. I probably would have gotten seasick too had I been on it any longer. I'm glad I'm not the only one, but now I'm dreading the voyage back home. Well, in theory, we don't need to make a voyage back home if we succeed, because, well, I mean, we'll control all the land between. You can just go across land. I mean, it might be slower, but you wouldn't throw up. Right, along here.
Right.
Balthus, Constance happy. All the usual suspects are here. Up until 2 years ago, I lived with them underground as part of the Ashen Wolves house. Let's ask about it. The Ashen Wolves? I don't remember that house from the Officers' Academy. It was called a house, but it was really a home for young ones who had no place to go in the world. It was a comfortable place for people with special circumstances, like us. Cool. Thank you for expanding.
Hey, you.
Usually the Margrave only makes monetary contributions, but this time he helped more directly. Though I'm uncomfortable with how indebted we are to this Nadir person.
Well, that's obnoxious.
They call him the Undefeated, but he doesn't seem all that scary. More like Nadir the Absurd, if you ask me. Well, it's good to have you around, Judith, given that in the other timeline you were... you know. Hello. I bet the kingdom never even dreamed we'd come by sea. And even when they do catch on, they won't have many forces to spare to drive us off. They've already got their hands full of the Empire to the west and Shreng to the north. Let's ask about Shreng.
Let's see.
I don't really know what's going on with Shreng. Shreng is a region of warlike people that live on the peninsula north of Fargus. House Gaudier has defended the kingdom from their invasions over the years, just like House Goneril has protected us from Almyra.
Long story short,
They haven't tried anything recently, but I'm sure they'll attack once they hear the kingdom is in disarray, and I'm sure you made sure that that would happen. Or at least I'm hoping they do. Either way, we'll have to put everything we have into this fight. Yeah, I think he's sorted it all out.
Excuse me.
Hello, Constance. I had no idea what would happen when the Federation captured me, but it's truly a great relief to hear they've allied with the Empire. Do you not want to fight the Empire?
What do you think?
Imagine you don't want to fight the Empire because that's where you're from, right?
Indeed.
Obviously, I cooperated with the Knights of Saros because they allowed me to live under Garreg Mach. However, I am still an Imperial noble at heart, even if I've lost my home and my territory. Though I suppose I would settle for being a Federation noble too. Glad to hear you're willing to stoop that low. Nothing over here. Let's go with host.
How goes it? So anyway...
Margrave Edmund truly made this expedition happen. We never would have been able to receive those large ships without his fine harbor. I imagine he was able to build it because of his constant business dealings. Let's ask about him.
Hey!
What kind of guy is Margrave Edmund?
I suppose so.
I first met him when I acted as my father's proxy to the Round Table. He didn't leave me with a great first impression. He insisted on whatever would benefit him personally, and tried to halt anything that inconvenienced him.
I see.
I would describe his business acumen and his oratory skills in one word: shrewd. He is without a doubt one of the greatest heroes of our time. He eclipses me in everything but martial prowess. Okay, cool.
Hey there.
Hey there. Hey, Commander, how'd you like the voyage? Almyran ships are second to none, wouldn't you say? It was my first time on one too, ha 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 ha. Anyway, it's practically unheard of for an Almyran to set foot in Fargus. I may as well take advantage of being here and really cut loose. Oh, well, glad to hear you're focused on the matter at hand. Okay, so we've done a lot of talking, and I think I know what we need to do first in this month. First things first, we have to cook. We are obviously underleveled. This much has been clear for a while, but the previous mission made that very, very clear to us that we are underleveled because, well, quite frankly, we just couldn't do it, right? Like, we couldn't do it properly without having the absolute perfect circumstances. Now, here's the thing, if we had a lot more damage, that would have been so much easier. If Mycen died in half the time, for instance, we wouldn't have had to have worried about trying to move Claude forward because Mycen would be dead. If we could defeat Mycen with one character and have the rest clearing out the other positions, well, we wouldn't have had to have worried because, again, Claude would have just moved through. But the way that we had it, we kind of had an issue where, because we were constantly trying to delay and fight, it just didn't work out. So we need more damage. And also getting more damage is going to give us more S ranks, going to give us more money, going to make things just generally a little bit smoother going forward. So, this is the month where we do as much cooking as possible. We do this because we want to get all the buffs, and then we're going to go and do the previous missions with the buffs, which is going to make us extremely good in them, hopefully, and get us S ranks, get us XP, and even if it doesn't get us levels directly, it will get us money, which we can then buy levels with. So this
Hunger
is good.
Is the true enemy.
I wish to cook a meal. So, what do we want to do first? I think these are quite good. Yeah, let's go for Deirdre style fried pheasant. And we could, well, actually, let's just first of all check who we ideally want in supports as well. Even though this one doesn't get massive supports, we want to have a look. So you don't actually have supports of anyone but Geralt. So Geralt and Alpex, that would work. Geralt, Alpex, Shez. That would be fine. Geralt needs to have things with Leone. I think Geralt Leone is a higher priority. Let's maybe try and find Geralt and Leone.
Hunger is the true enemy.
There we go. So what's the one I wanted to do? This one. Leone. I don't see Geralt, but he might be down here. He is. Perfect. Perfect. This is a good start. We might get unique dialogue with these two. Oh, he nodded. It was perfect. Aha.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
This is pretty good for Merc Grub. You could learn a thing or two, Leone.
Hey, did we always have characters in the background? I don't think we do. Because we can see in the background Marianne and Constance going for meals as well. That's kind of neat.
I could make something as good as this, no sweat. I've been working on my cooking skills, you know.
Cool. We get everything we wanted. Significant increase between bonds.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Great. Let's do another one. So, we know that us... I went to the wrong menu. We know that he has no supports of anyone that matters, apart from us. So it's something to think about, but not necessarily something we need to do. I mean, here's the thing. If we want to get supports with him and Ches, we just pile on the gifts and we can get the supports. We have enough. So that's fine. Continuing to work backwards. Shamir needs supports with Happy, maybe? I don't think that's a high priority. So I think Shamir is going to be in any route you're in. Happy needs supports with Ignatz and Claude. Ignatz and Claude. Okay. So let's go find those two.
Hunger is the
Ignatz,
true
Happy,
enemy.
Claude. Would be nice if you could also filter by, by effect hasn't already been got. There we go. Pickled rabbit skewers, so warrior gauge fills slightly faster and weapon durability loss is slightly reduced. So we'll go Claude and Happy here. Cool, that's also going to get us an S rank with Happy. Is he going to nod his head? Oh, he didn't nod his head. He didn't shake it either. Yeah, okay.
Solid, solid.
We'll take it.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to have a friend who knows what I like.
Wait, for me? Great. I love this stuff.
Cool. So we get a few support points. Wonderful. And they're now... Oh, we're now at sea level support.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Nice. Next up, working our way backwards through the list, we have Constance and Lorenz? Yeah, Constance and Lorenz, I think, is our right choice here.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Now, do we have anything left that we still need? We still need this one, the somewhat faster, but we don't have Caledonian Gar. Awakening Gauge fills faster. We have Awakening Gauge in anything else. We have this one that only does that. Okay, so this is probably what we want. Yeah, it's not ideal. Not ideal. Let's see if we have any... Yeah, we have this one. Again, not who we need. Lorenz and... No Constance. Back in here. Lorenz and... No Constance. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go with this one then. And we'll just go for double neutral. Yeah, double neutral. Cool. We'll take it. Oh, that doesn't look good. Nice.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
Very well. If it pleases you to serve me so, then I will deign to join you for this meal.
Oh, we do have some other people in the background here as well. Maybe I just haven't noticed it before. It's a neat touch anyway.
Your thoughtfulness is appreciated. This is no time to indulge in luxury, after all.
Oh no. I just realized what he said. No time to indulge in luxury. He's like, you may have served me this swill, but you know, that's fine. We're all cutting down. Okay, we need to speak to Constance? Yes. Well, let's go.
Needless to say, that is the only logical course of action. Excuse me, are you even listening?
Sure. Question mark.
Yeah, I totally am. You're gonna save this prince who's being held captive by some evil cult of sorcerers in order to restore House Nouvelle?
That is not even remotely close to what I said. Where has your mind been this whole time? Creating new magic, charting unknown sorcery waters. Therein lies the means to make my dream a reality. To that end, I have decided that you will make a most fitting test subject for my research.
Oh, will we?
No thanks.
What reason could you possibly have to refuse? Do you not want the honor of helping House Nouvelle regain its former glory?
I don't mind lending a hand, but I'm not so keen on being a test subject.
You know what? Good for you.
You don't even know what'll happen. Wouldn't it make sense to experiment on yourself first?
Huh. A rather astute deduction for one such as yourself. However, there is one critical flaw in your reasoning.
That our life is worth the same as hers.
Were I to do as you propose, I would be unable to properly observe the results with my own eyes.
Oh, I suppose that's a good excuse.
Well then, you'll just have to be patient until someone volunteers. We'd have a big problem on our hands if something happened to me before the next battle, right? Actually, that probably goes for everyone.
I suppose you are correct. But then, my research has reached an impasse.
I guess so. Okay, how about this? Since we're at war, why not try and distinguish yourself in battle? You could still conduct your research at the same time. Combat's more my wheelhouse anyway. In fact, we could even start right now with some training. What do you say?
I respectfully decline. While I am not entirely opposed to the idea of military prestige, I am unable to accompany you at this time. Training at night will surely suffice.
At night? But you won't have enough time if you don't train during the day. You're not planning on pulling all-nighters, are you?
Oh, please! I am not that foolish. I simply do not wish to train at this very moment.
Let's leave her be.
Alright, I'm not gonna twist your arm. But I'm heading over to the training grounds, so feel free to come by if you change your mind.
Very well. However, there are extenuating circumstances that prevent me from doing so. Nevertheless, I shall succeed in all my endeavors, be they magical or military, and I shall do it all in my own way.
Sure. Alright, so we got our C-level support. So now, we are fully amped up. I think it's time to do a quick mission. I think we can fit one in, right? Yeah, sure. Record keeper.
Which battle do you
Actually,
wish
first of all,
continue gathering records
hello.
of your battle?
Which battlefield are you headed to?
I just want to see if there's a power log. Oh, alright, so we know where Anna is. You've unlocked the power log battle, coming clean. Cool. I've been told for this power log we needed to have Judith, so it wouldn't be available on the other route, which is interesting. I wasn't told it was right now, but I was told the Claude power log needs Judith. Interesting, you can only take male units into this battle. Surprisingly much easier than the other one. Yes, and then we got that one as well. Cool. We'll leave it be. I just wanted to see what we had there.
Make sure you're ready.
Record keeper. Hello.
Which battle do you wish to reflect on?
Let's go to the earliest one we haven't got an S rank on, which is Chapter 7. So the enemy level is only 44. We should be able to manage this one, I imagine. Battle at Gronder Field. Wait a second, switch pages? Oh, I just want to know how long the battle was, to be honest. I think that's a main mission. Have we got a smaller one? Defend the border stronghold? Yeah, let's try this one then. Cool. Just because if it's a main mission, it's going to be a minimum of like 20 odd minutes. So yeah, let's go with something more achievable. Right. First of all, let's make sure that we have units on that need XP.
I'm ready.
So you need XP, so let's stick you there. Who else have we got? Or not need XP, but are motivated. Petra, you're motivated. That's fine. Over here. Also, we need to buy more Master Seals, so this will help us doing this right now. We could take Geralt and Alpex, so they came in at level 33, so I guess that's our base level we have to get to. Right, it's 33. Because if we're not 33, then like we're extremely under. We can bring Lysithea to take that position. And then we could just bring in someone like Shez. Shez is level 55 though, and it's one of the few who's actually the correct level for the situation. You know what? Maybe we use this as an opportunity
off to work
to try him out. There we go. That should work. So, first of all, Convoy. You're all here for your original purpose, apart from him. So we might switch things up here. Chez, you're not coming. Ignatz, again, here for original purpose. Let's make sure that you have those guys on. You are here to be good against... you're here to be good against sword units. So you'd want to find you something that's good against sword, which is Lance. Yeah, so we'll give you a Lance unit. Then Petra, you're actually here because you're good with a sword. So we'll give you one of Geralt's mercenaries. Cool. In terms of weapon, you could run that silver sword. That would be fine. Yeah, let's just have you run a base silver sword. Where are we? You're fine, I think, with the Exorcist Tome, although we could probably upgrade it. Yeah, you know what? Why are you running this Exorcist Tome? Is it just because... Oh, it reduces res. Okay, yeah. Let's give you... What's Barrier Breaker? Damage but dealt to monsters goes up. Let's give you Killer Tome 7. Okay, Ignatz. Your bow, I think, is the best, apart from Fail Not. Which we could give him, but we're not going to. And then I have to imagine your sword is just the best. Yes, I mean, apart from Thunderbrand, but you can't use Thunderbrand effectively, so that's fine. In terms of equipment, let's give you a... let's see, a Strength Ring, probably? Wait, do you have no abilities? He has no abilities. Ignatz, you're still the lowest level that we care about, so you can have your normal stuff on. For leather shield. And Geralt, you're not coming. I mean, this is fine. We're a little bit janky as a party, but that's okay. Do a save. First save of the episode goes into that slot. There we go. And then, fight.
We will be making it through this. I will stand.
Right.
Begin.
Wait, I thought you were strong against the person who was here. I guess not. Okay, my bad.
Over me.
I think this will
Right,
go
attack
well.
this one.
I'm prepared to see this through.
I'm fairly certain I did that last time and it was kind of unnecessary, but that's
You
fine.
can count on me.
You attack
I'll
this
do
one.
my best.
Let's
Strong against
control
the
our
enemy.
main character.
A disadvantage
Let's go.
is nothing to fear. We will turn this around.
Cool. Defeat the assassin and their allies to stop them attacking Fortress Knight. Okay. I was open the menu. I didn't even know what that menu was. Okay. I'll need to maybe go look at the instructions in case I've been missing something. I think that's quick tactics, which I never use because there was always faster tactics. There we go, one of them. Right. Little fire. That's okay. In here. Keep attacking.
Witness my true power.
Pause. Bet that doesn't actually pause time for everybody else. Okay, keep attacking. As in, it doesn't pause like our timer or anything. Keep attacking. This is just gonna explode when they get out of here. That wasn't even as much damage when we got out. It was just a huge amount of damage at the time. Nice. Okay. Keep pushing forward. Where's Fortress Knight? Oh, you're just here. Okay, that's fine. You're attacking. Lysithia, how you doing? You're doing okay.
Count on me.
Move in there.
Of course
We don't need the base captain. Keep moving forward. We're gonna ignore that guy for just now and keep moving forward. Keep ignoring them. And in here. There's our warlock.
What did you expect?
Oh. And pause.
My true power.
There we go. Hit him.
Caution.
That's pretty good. Fire.
No escape.
We defeated the warlock, which now means we can see. Wonderful. Right. Let's see. You're going to attack here.
Let's go, everyone.
I'm just going to move around a little bit, see what we got. You're killing that one. That's fine. You attacking the one that's you're next to. You are. Perfect.
You can count.
Right, attack
I'll do
them.
my best.
You keep attacking. We're going to be Petra for a little bit. Let's do a heal. And a control.
It is done.
There we go, one of them. And Grander. At least doesn't knock back. Just slash in here.
Let's take it down at once.
Get behind. Alright, face the correct direction.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Okay.
Yes, that went great.
Back over here. Ignat. Would really appreciate your help on that one.
I'm prepared to see this through.
How you doing? You're doing okay. You are killing your target. That's all that matters. Fortress, how you doing? You're doing fine. Okay. How are we doing in terms of damage taken? 4%. That's pretty good. Hit him.
All enemies will be falling. Farewell.
Nice. Alright.
How can I face my
I'll
comrade
dash
after
over.
this?
Hit him.
Enemies will be falling. You are mine. Farewell.
It's not over.
That's good.
All done. What is the next order?
Just a little slash back here. Taking the Stronghold captain right out the Stronghold. And kill them. Wonderful. Level up.
War feeds my body and mind.
Cool. Turn back.
This place is becoming ours.
Just knock him back into Ignatz. Keep attacking. Back over here. Keep attacking.
We're done for.
Just kill that one. Right. How you doing, Lysithia? You're killing your target. Fantastic news. How you doing? You are also killing your target. Okay, so what we're gonna do? That was probably Fortress Knight in danger then. Yeah, might have been. Okay.
Begin.
You are gonna attack that one.
The Sky Spirit.
I think this will go well.
And you are also going to attack that
I'm
one.
prepared to see this through.
Cool. Let's be Lysithia for a little bit.
I'll watch closely.
Hit him. Nice.
Of course I did.
Heal.
That was close.
Also, how are we looking in damage? She's taking a little bit too much. Okay. Get that. That gets us our durability back for the thing we just used. Ignore the base captain. This is the one we're after. Abraxas. Solid damage. Dark spikes. Keep attacking. Perfect. Get him. Nice.
You can't let it end like this.
This now lets us come in here. Let's destroy that for money. Grappler and our allies are advancing. Don't care. Hit him.
Your penance. What a nuisance. Out of my way.
Huge damage. Your job is now to attack that one, as is your job, as is your job.
The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Down here, do a little controlling.
Okay, let's go.
Grounder followed by fire. That worked. Okay.
Initiating the operation.
Your goal. Oh, defeat the messenger. Go to the messenger.
Go, everyone.
Right. We could always pause time, I guess. Right. Let's control you, I guess.
Keep your eyes on me.
Is that all we've got?
Curved. That's fine.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. What next?
Must keep my
Heal. I think that was probably too much damage. Oh no!
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Tracking shot. How you doing? You've reached your target. That's good. One of those. Okay.
You can't let it
That's
end
fine.
like this.
Ignatz.
I think this will go well.
Defend him.
Is it my...
You almost have yellow up. Okay, this is fine. I'll leave you to do what you want. I need to kill the messenger.
Glad I could be of service.
Fire. Keep attacking.
Now die!
Grounder does a little knockback. Hit him. Right. Your job is now to come and join us up here.
Let's go, everyone.
Petra? Petra? Just needed to make sure we were out of combat.
I'm swapping it.
Can't let it end like this.
Shadow Blade. Slash through them. One of those. Hit him.
Enemies will be falling.
Huge amount of enemies being hit into one pile here. Right. Shadow Blade.
This victory is for Bridget.
Little slash back. Grounder. Right. Slash in. Lack of supplies lowered their morale. That's good.
Fear get the better of you.
And get this one.
Wounds are severe. I have to
Okay.
fall back.
Keep attacking.
Just in case.
Taking too much damage. We have now failed our S rank, but that's okay. We got some XP here, if nothing else. What's our goal? Defeat the assassin.
My work is done.
Okay. Main mission successful. Yeah, just waiting for the next part. Palardo. Okay. So this is all-out assault on Palardo.
The skies.
Let's be him again.
Let's seal the deal.
is ignore these guys. We're getting there. Right.
That went well.
Probably a brawler would be better on the bottom part of the map, but apart from that, we're kind of okay. There's Pilardo. There he is. Hit him. Fire. Grander. Keep attacking. Oh. Ow. Hit him.
No.
Seems pretty good.
Really?
Oh, lovely.
Fire.
Location secure.
There we go. Got him.
Just as I thought.
So reliable.
Well, we did fail the mission, but that's okay. Or we failed the S rank.
And we did.
But we learned some stuff. Mostly about this character and the fact that he has no abilities. That's probably useful to know. Especially if we plan to use them. Lysithea leveled up though.
This isn't my finest moment.
MVP probably going to us. Might go to Petra.
I went above and beyond.
Cool. A level up. Nice.
There's still room for improvement.
There's tracking shot leveled up for Ignatz. Could have got rid of curved shot, I suppose. I didn't check these before the combat. Also, fire almost leveled up. Cool. And a class upgrade.
I feel like I've taken hold of something.
Which means we actually start to get some abilities, which is probably going to be for the best. Okay, a wing thresher. Again, making fun of the fact that I actually upgraded the wing thresher previously. Probably explains our lack of money. And some general stuff we need. We need smithing stones. We're going to have to upgrade all of our buildings. So this is generally just a good place to grind, I think. And there's some money back. Ah, right. Do a save. Wait, was that the one I saved over? Yeah, I guess so. It wasn't one I meant to save over, but that's okay. Oh, if I've already done it, I've done it. That's fine. We have backups. Cool. Right, an award is available. Oh, hello.
Well, how'd it go?
Master Seal? Well, don't mind if I do.
Any results are good
And
results.
if I go and check the tactics one, that should have given us just enough money to finish off tactics for everybody, which would be good. Hello.
My instruction comes at a high price.
Yes, I want this one. Everybody now has all tactics. Very good.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
We can head over here and grab more supplies because we get more supplies after every battle, whether it's successful, a record battle, or whatever.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Cool, some more smithing stones. Effectively, like half of those were smithing stones, just due to the fact that we don't need them anymore.
I carry
And
a little of
shopkeeper,
everything here.
I would like to buy items. I would like to buy your master seal.
Got an eye for quality,
Cool.
friend.
We now have 3
Hope to
master
see you again
seals,
soon.
which will hopefully mean we can level up 3 more people's classes. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. I'm going to end the episode there, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.